Hi everyone, welcome to Carlow's Past and Present podcast page. We're here at Carlow Castle. We're going to be looking at the historical relevance of Carlow Castle to not only the town but also on a national scale. We have plenty of information for you to listen to and maybe delve into and maybe take a look at in your own personal time. This will be a shortish enough podcast. Can't cover everything in the time that we have allowed, but hopefully it will give you the inspiration to maybe go and take another look at Carlow Castle in a different light, and hopefully what we will do is inspire other Carlovians to come and take a look at what is really a massive structure. Maybe only one wall, but it's our wall. It was such a lovely, beautiful day when filming. We decided to do a little walk around the castle, and as you can see, there's still plenty of the castle to see, even if it is only one wall. Obviously, we were limited to what we could do on the day because there are now parameters around the castle, which means you can only get so close, but that's purely for health and safety, and we wanted to observe the health and safety rules. But over the years, many changes have come to the castle, as you can see, with mature flowering, shrubbery, greenery, and just lends to the whole experience of Carlow Castle and makes it a quite pleasant place to visit now. Not like when I was a kid, when we used to visit, and it was just plenty of wildness and everything else. But look, that's a little guided tour, and I hope you enjoy that. Please enjoy the rest of the podcast. Carlow Castle, centred in Carlow town, where the River Burn and the River Barrow meet. The castle was built between 1208 and 1213. It replaced a Norman earthwork fortification. The arrival of the Normans in 1169 prompted the construction of what is commonly known as the Motte and Bailey Castle. Castles of this construction were on large earthen mounds, the motte topped with a wooden tower and surrounded by a courtyard or bailey enclosed by a wall. This was seen as a form of defence which enabled the Normans to maintain power and influence. The construction of Carlow Castle is attributed to William Marshall, often referred to as the greatest knight who ever lived. William Marshall's relationship with Ireland, and eventually Carlow, begins during the reign of King Henry II. Dermot MacMurrough, King of Leinster, had been dethroned and was seeking help from Henry to regain his lands. Help was awarded to him by the Welsh Marches. Richard de Clare, Earl of Pembroke, commonly known to us all as Strongbow. The invasion was successful, but Strongbow took the lands for himself. 1172, accompanied by Marshall, Henry II then came to Ireland to regain control of the lands that had been obtained by Strongbow, and that is when we see castles popping up in various locations in Leinster, such as Ferns Castle, Wexford, Leah Castle in Laois, and the original Kilkenny Castle, all attributed to William Marshall. Once the lands had been regained from Strongbow, Marshall was made Lord of Leinster and married Isabel de Clare, the daughter of Aoife MacMurrough and Richard Fitzgilbert de Clare. The castle itself was a two-storey structure. Castle walls were 2.7 metres thick and they extended above the roof. The roof and floors were made of timber. The entrance to the castle was located at floor level, with the doorway placed at the north wall. In the 14th century, a third storey was constructed to accommodate the Irish Exchequer with clerks and administrators. During this period, the castle defences were also upgraded. This made Carlow the capital of Ireland at this time. William Marshall died in 1306. William's grandnephew left the castle to the English crown, and the crown granted it to Thomas Plantagenet. In 1537, it was confiscated by the crown due to absentee landlordism, and during the 1640s, it changed hands many times till it was seized by Oliver Cromwell in 1650. In 1814, the castle was granted to Dr. Philip Parry Middleton, who was a local physician. In a failed attempt to create more space in the vaulted interiors of the castle using blasting powder, this had a disastrous effect, as the eastern half of the castle collapsed. Following on from this, much more of the castle had to be demolished for safety reasons, leaving only the wall and the towers that we see today. That concludes our podcast. I hope you really enjoyed it. I know I've enjoyed making it. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to have a look and listen in. This will be the first of many, and hopefully you will find them as insightful as this one has been. Like I said at the start, it's very hard to get all the information that this castle probably deserves to be known about, but we have hopefully given you the inspiration to move on and maybe have a look at it yourself and look it up. And look, as I said at the start, maybe only one wall, but it's our wall.